of us know Shannon Roches Rosa as the blogger behind Squiddalicious and the co-founder and editor of The Thinking Person's Guide to Autism. But 10 years ago, she had only just started her blog, she says, to process the emotional thunderstorms that followed her son's autism diagnosis. Today, she is BlogHer.com's contributing editor for parenting kids with special needs. She is also one of Cafe Mom's autism experts, and she is one of Babbel.com's top 25 autism bloggers. From her blog, she writes, "I used to be afraid of autism because I didn't know any better. I didn't know any autistic people. I came from outside the disability community, and I believed what the media told me about autism. Now Shannon is the media. And she leads the community who has helped the world better understand autism and accept autistic people." Here's Shannon now to share her 10 by 10.
Thanks so much. I have to apologize. I'm used to giving 3-hour workshops, so for 10 minutes, I actually need notes to keep me on track. And just with regards to what Dana just had to say, in the future and the process and the way that blogging has evolved, currently my 15-year-old is sitting in front of the Fox Theater in Oakland with people that she's met through social media and blogging to go see her favorite band, and she got there via Uber that she arranged on herself, and I'm keeping tabs on her via Snapchat. And she's completely empowered, and part of that is because through this whole process of understanding that meeting people online who are real, that can translate to the real world. So, but onward. So, hi, I'm Shannon. I've been blogging since 2003 at squiddalicious.com, since 2009 as a BlogHer contributing editor, and since 2010 as an editor and contributor at Thinking Person's Guide to Autism. I've got 3 kids, they're really cute, all of that. But what I really, you can see them on my site. But I really want to talk about why I think that self-pity is for suckers, and bear with me here, okay? So my middle child, Leo, is 13, and he's always been my dude. He is sassy, he's handsome, he's still a snuggler, I'm so lucky. So here he is. This is right about the time when he was first diagnosed with autism, when he was 2 in 2003. And he was diagnosed despite his pediatrician assuring me that my cheerful, bubbly, affectionate son could not be autistic because he was cheerful, bubbly, and affectionate. Since then, there he is. This is right around the time that he was diagnosed. That is my little dude. Cute, right? So that doctor was not helpful, so I turned to the internet. And the internet told me my life was now officially going to suck. And that Leo's life was going to suck. That autism was nothing but suck. And so to process this suckage, I started blogging. And I titled my blog, "The Adventures of Lilo, the soon-to-be not autistic boy and his potty-mouthed mom," because the internet said that I should want Leo to be not autistic. I should want Leo to be normal, whatever that is. I let the internet break me, and I let them see my Leo as broken. I embraced self-pity. I let it define me. I was not alone. At the time, there were plenty of other prominent autism parent voices in the blogosphere who were floundering right along with me. And you want to talk about a pity party? We live blogged it. But then the blogosphere shifted. I started encountering parents who rejected the pity and the suckage. I'm just putting pictures of me and my kids in the background. You know, sorry. So I'm so sorry. Nerves! So I started encountering parents who rejected the pity and the suckage, and some of them got in my face and told me I was a jerk for embracing self-pity, that I wasn't helping anybody with my woe is me gospel. I wasn't ready for that, and so I totally recoiled, and I was petulant about it, and I totally blogged it, right? So, and then the blogosphere shifted again. I started hearing from people who told me that I needed to reject self-pity so I could get to work, because Leo and I had a tough road ahead, and no one else was going to help us. And I went to Catholic school, so I am always ready to get behind anything that smacks of martyrdom. And I blogged about that too. And then my blogosphere shifted yet again, and I found the people Leo and I needed. I found the autistic bloggers who love and support and accept my son, whether or not I ever managed to wipe that self-pity out of my eyes, and see Leo clearly as his fabulous and unique self, and not as some pile of deficits. I mean, could you imagine somebody only defining you by your deficits? How would that feel? It would suck, right? I imagine. The blogosphere connected me with autistic people, parents, and professionals who told me that seeing autism as suckage was seeing my son as suckage, that he deserved better than a mom who saw him as broken and breaking her life. And that's what I blog about now. And I can't deny that autism comes with suckage. You know, some suckage anyhow. Autistic bloggers don't deny it, so I can't either. But the hardest things about autism are hardest for Leo. Please believe me when I tell you that it's a much bigger deal to be the person who can't speak than the mother of the person who can't speak. And anyhow, being able to speak is not the same as having something to say. Communication comes in so many forms, and they are all valuable. The blogosphere taught me that too. Rejecting self-pity keeps me focused on Leo, keeps him in my sights as an awesome and deserving human being who has a mom who now tries to believe in herself as much as she believes in him, who now knows that self-pity is for suckers who haven't invoked the full power of the blogosphere. I'm not saying people don't have hard times. They do. I have. I know you have. But damn, it is so much easier to get through those rough patches when your blogging connects you with people who get it and who care. And that aspect of blogging, the life-changing power of our beautifully networked hearts and brains, has only grown stronger over the past 10 years. The blogging formats may have diversified, but blogging still matters. Those connections still matter so much. And the funny thing about me being here talking to you at this event is that I'm not actually that great at most good blogger practices, like strategically generating traffic and engagement. I suck at commenting. I'm really sorry. I'm the worst. And I'd slam my head in a door before I'd let anybody drag me into a conversation about branding. So I don't know how to blog about anything other than being my own sucker of a self and my 3 cute kids and the things that matter to me. And yet, through being myself, through blogging my truth and making organic, real connections, I'm a published author. I've co-edited 3 books, including Thinking Person's Guide to Autism, and I've never stopped learning from you, from the blogs for everybody, and Jen Monroe. And I've been able to give back. I've been able to try to give back, I should say. You know, we built, at Thinking Person's Guide to Autism, we built a community of more than 87,000 people, and it keeps growing. Autism professionals, autistic people, and parents, and we learn from each other each day. I've given interviews and talks on autism and understanding and parenting and iPads and blogging and vaccines. Any news outlet you can think of, I've probably talked to them. I've stormed Capitol Hill for the United Nations Foundation and shot at life with a lot of people who are right here in this room for global vaccines. I mean, I've given talks, guest lectures at UCLA. Just all these things I've done. It's through blogging, and it's just, I'm such a dweeb. It's really kind of odd, I've got to say. So if a decade of blogging made it possible for kind of a jackass like me to do all of that, just think. It made it possible for me to find my people again and again and again, to read your stories, to gleefully message for hours with people I've never even met, and to knit real-world friendships of choice rather than proximity. And it helped me to learn to ride the wild life I'm living and not obsess over some imaginary could-be life, because that obsessing, that's for suckers. These people here won't let you do that. And thank you so much.